Hey guys, it's Jack from Dupli here, your partners in print, and today we're going to be taking a quick look at the Kodak Ektar H35 half-frame camera. And this is a great piece of kit, especially for those getting into film photography. One of the main benefits of this camera is that it is half-frame, so you'll get double the amount of exposures that you usually would. We've got a roll of 24 here, and that will become 48 exposures. Obviously, if you're shooting on a 36 roll, it becomes 72. So we're going to take a look at how to load the camera. Okay, so when you buy your 35mm film, you should have a cardboard box, and then it will come in a little plastic film canister like this. Like I say, we've got some Colour Plus 24 exposure, so you just pop the top off, take the camera out, and you should have the leading end of the film popping out. That's what we want. So on the camera, as with all of the Kodak reusables, it's really simple to open up the back. Usually there's a little toggle on the side of the door. Sometimes it's on the left side, sometimes it's on the right. But it's a little latch. You pull it down and it opens up the back. Now, when you've got the camera open, you should see the middle part is where the lens is. This is where the image is going to get exposed onto the film. You'll have the film compartment. You'll be able to identify this by the spindle. So the spindle is what holds the film in place. And then you've got the take-up spool. So you're going to want to load the film into the film compartment first. Now, you want the film running directly over. You don't want it under like that, because that will cause problems with the image. And you'll also be exposing the wrong side of the film. So it's important to remember to load it so the film goes straight over the plane of the image. So in these cameras, the spindle, you need to push it up from the inside and it'll pop open like that, allowing you to put the film in. So it just sits nice and snugly in there like that. And then you're going to want to close the spindle and that will fix the film in place. So from there, you're going to want to pull your film across, and in the Ektars, a really useful feature, and you'll see it more in sort of professional cameras and sort of film cameras of the past, there is actually a slot to put the film into, so that's really handy. It has the usual teeth that you get on all the other Kodak reusable cameras, but this goes a step further and has that slot. So you're going to want to feed the film into that slot and use the advance wheel here to basically spin the spindle in the take-up spool to basically grab onto the film, and it will grab on with the teeth and the sprockets. One thing to also note is that this camera does have the sprocket gears along the top and the bottom, so try to make sure that these teeth are corresponding with the sprocket holes on the film. This will just help it get pushed along nice and easy. So once it's caught on, it should, as soon as you start advancing, it should start pulling the film across. As soon as it starts doing this, you're okay to close the back of the camera. So once the camera's closed, you want to pay attention to the shot counter. So keep rolling the film and it'll get to a point where it stops. This is where you need to press the shutter button to continue advancing it. Keep doing it, and then eventually the shot counter on the top of the camera will switch from S to 1. Once it's at 1, that's your first effective frame, so that's when you can start shooting. This camera, along with all the other Kodak cameras, does have an inbuilt flash. The way that you trigger this on the Ektar is slightly different to the other cameras. Usually they have a little switch on the front. This one, you're going to want to rotate this front section, so where the lens is. And if you switch that to the electric symbol, that means every time you take a shot with the camera, the flash will fire. Bear in mind that you do need a AA battery, which you insert into this little section in the bottom. The flash is really good to use for indoor applications if you're taking one of them to a party, or if the lighting's not ideal. It's a great way to sort of counteract that. Bear in mind though that the camera does not need the battery to operate, so if you're just taking it around on a sunny day, you don't need a battery in there at all. It's completely manual. So yeah, it's a great way to get into film photography, especially if you are budget conscious, being a half frame camera, or if you're a bit trigger happy and just like to snap away all day long, this is a perfect way to save money on your film expenses. And yeah, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. We're going to be releasing more of these videos, how to rewind the film once you've finished, and we're also covering a couple of the other cameras within Kodak's range. Thanks.